Shares of Dollar General, they are on the move after the discount retailer disappointed with weaker than anticipated earnings here, and they're on the move in the wrong direction, down 17% pre-market. Company blaming lower inventory markups, damages, rising shrink for a 24.2% fall in gross profit. Same-store sales also fell slightly. That was down 0.1%. Company cut its 2023 guidance, noting investments in inventory reduction and labor will be a headwind for the year ahead. Meanwhile, Costco, where you can get them $1.50 hot dogs, reported revenue was up 5% for the month of August compared to the year prior. And though comparable sales rose 3.4% for the month, the U.S. was the weakest market by far for growth here. Now, a lot to really break down here, Sean, especially when we think about the broader consumer retail environment right now and where consumers are gravitating for. Clearly, they're looking for promotions, they're looking for discounts, they're looking for sales. Shrink, though, has been one of the common lines and threads that we've been able to draw, unfortunately, through many of these retail earnings this season.
Yeah, certainly in Dollar General, just the latest retailer here to come out warning about that. We obviously saw that reflected in the guidance, just the financial impact that so many of these retailers are seeing as a result of shrink. But when it comes to these two numbers that we're getting, the August numbers for Costco and the earnings results here for Dollar General, I think it really paints the picture of what the consumer is going through right now. We know consumers are faced with a very tough decision. They're pulling back on discretionary spending. They're trading down in a lot of instances. You would think a name like Dollar General would benefit in this type of environment, but even these retailers, even these discount retailers, the retailers that are viewed as if you go shop there, you're going to save a little bit of money. They are still struggling given this challenging economic environment. They rely a lot on the lower income consumer. We know that the lower income consumer obviously pressured perhaps the most here by a very, very sticky inflationary picture. So Dollar General cutting its profit forecast for the second quarter in a row. They cited consumers pulling back, the softer sale trends. And when you take into account the PCE report that we just got out here, Brad, inflation doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. Extremely much more stickier than almost every forecaster had anticipated, including the Fed, up until this point. So consumers will likely still be squeezed into the fall, and a lot of these retailers could continue to see some pressure as a result.
Yeah, and on the Costco front, what's particularly interesting too is typically when you see consumers who are looking for some ability to, even on a per unit cost basis, have some type of savings, what do? They lean into bulk. And so the wholesale distributors or the bulk distributors like a Costco, of course, there are other elements of their business where the members have their fees that they have to make sure that they're accounting for at the same time. But that is typically where we see, and we saw this in Sam's Club results. That's something to draw a through line through. When you hear about BJ's and Costco and Sam's Club all trying to make sure that they're retaining their members, knowing that they might have to charge a little bit more in that membership fee, but making sure that the assortment and the inventory mix is one that's favorable for this environment in terms of the categories that they're continuing to buy into, even if they're saying, you know what, we know we're going to spend a little bit more on the chicken or the fish or the things that we need to get in those necessities. Where are they starting to pull back on some of their discretionary aisles? Are you buying less Kirkland golf balls? Because
are you?
Well, I'm using a different golf ball these days, but it's still getting lost in the woods.
I was going to say, what's your favorite Costco product? Do you have one?
You know, it's got to be the pesto salmon that they have, the pesto butter salmon.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
I've never tried that.
Oh,
I'm not a Costco girl, but I need to become one because everyone you talk to that goes to Costco, the most loyal customer base, I think, in the country.
I would ride my bike to Costco for that.
Would you?
For that butter pesto salmon. Yeah.
I need to make a trip there soon.